Hello and welcome to our video that talks about how to automate your welcome email. With most businesses having an online presence nowadays, the majority of our businesses will be viewed at varying times of the day and night, which means that our customers could sign up for our newsletters or to know more about our businesses at any time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. As much as we are supermen and women, even the best of us can't maintain being online every moment of every day. And because of the digital age, we have all become expectant of instant gratification. And as a result, our customers expect us to be responsive to their queries and requests instantly. I really wanted to show you that there is a way to appear ultra responsive to your customers if you are not doing so already. And the best part is that you don't actually need to lift a finger. Before I started the automation of this process, I had a go at doing things the old-fashioned way. Now, anyone that knows me will know that I really hate admin of any sort, and if I can automate it, I will. It did not take me long to decide that this was not the way to do things and to find a much better way, and I would like to share that with you now. So this is a flowchart of the old manual way of doing things. There's nothing wrong with doing things like this, as long as you are protecting your clients and customers with regards to GDPR. I just think it's a really laborious and unnecessary task that we can get rid of to save ourselves precious time. So the process starts when a customer or client clicks on our form, either on our website or on our social media. The form opens and the customer inputs all of their information. Just as an aside, when you are collecting information from your customers, there are only really 3 or 4 fields that are important, and these should always be mandatory. And that's first name, last name, email address, and possibly phone number if you intend to call them rather than email them. I will be posting a video about mandatory fields on my YouTube channel, so keep a lookout for that if you would like more information. So the information in this form is then collected into a spreadsheet or in the form itself, depending on how you have your system set up. Mine went into a spreadsheet, and I chose this purely because I knew I wanted to be able to analyse information at a later date, and I couldn't do that from within the forms. I manually checked to see if there are any new entries, as there were no alerts that I could see that let me know. I know some systems send you an email, but the systems that I used didn't. Once I can see a new entry, I would find my welcome email template and copy and paste it into a fresh email using my email client. I would update the name and any other personalised information that I needed to put into the template. I would send each email individually so that I could protect my customers' information and to keep me GDPR compliant. Another way you could do this is to add all of the email addresses to the BCC address field on your email, but then you're unable to personalise it as they're not all going to people with the same first name. The contact information is then added to my contact list so that I could use it for marketing later, and then the process is complete. I also add in GDPR questions to my forms so that I can see how my customer wants to interact with me. How they answer will depend on what customer list they end up on. So for this process, we have 4 main elements. We have form setup. This could be in something like Google Forms or Microsoft Forms. A form spreadsheet. This will depend on the form program that you used. Microsoft Forms goes into Excel and Google Forms goes into Google Sheets. Connectivity. The old form was on a button on both my website and social media profiles. Emails. My emails were sent via an email client. The 2 biggest ones are Outlook and Gmail. To be efficient in this process, it's reliant on my being online when my customer is. That is all well and good if my customer is online, but if you don't work in an office or your customers are worldwide, chances are we are going to miss each other. It also relies on me manually checking my spreadsheet regularly to see if there are any new entries. So what does that mean? Well, it means that your customers have to wait until you see that there is a new entry in your spreadsheet to be welcomed into your business's family, in which case they may forget they have signed up, or worse, they may go somewhere else. As wonderful as the technical age is, it has made us very impatient and we want instant gratification. We don't want to wait. And there are huge risks to working this way. The GDPR legislation states that your customers and potential customers should be able to unsubscribe and not receive any communications from you whenever they want. To be able to achieve this, you will need another form that will collect your customer's email address and their preference. It may be that they want to opt out of all communication, or it may be that they want to opt out of just marketing emails. Give your customers the option to tell you how they want to be communicated with. Failure to do this can result in a complaint to the Information Commissioner's Office, which could result in a hefty fine if you are found to be guilty of a breach. At the time of writing this, they can serve a penalty of up to 20 million euros or 4% of your total worldwide annual turnover, whichever one is higher. And what I'll do is I'll post a link to the ICO website in the description of this video so that you can keep up to date with what that is. But as you can see, it is incredibly important that you get this right. So how do you use the customer information going forward? Well, later on, you may want to send an email to all of your contacts, letting them know about your new products or special offers. You will need to take both of your lists and compare them so that you can remove all of the contacts that have unsubscribed. This is called deduplicating the data. You can do this electronically if you know how, or you can do it manually, which is more time consuming and it's easy to miss things. So how long does this old process take? For the sake of creating an example, let's say I check my spreadsheet for entries once an hour for 6 hours a day. Each check will probably take about 30 seconds, so that works out to be about 3 minutes a day. Let's say I have 8 new people sign up across the world for my newsletter each day. For each of those individuals, I have to add them to my main contact list, which takes about a minute. Then find, copy and paste my email template into a new email in my email client, which takes about a minute. Then I need to change any personalization that's in the email. For the purpose of this example, we will say that the personalization only takes about a minute as well. Then we need to copy and paste their email address into the to address bar of the templated email, which will take about 30 seconds. Then we will check that the from address is correct, as I have more than one email address for my business and I want to be sure that it is coming from the correct one. So let's say that's another 30 seconds. And lastly, we click send. So each email takes roughly 4 minutes to do, including the final check to be sure that everything is correct. And we have 8 of them to do. So that equates to roughly 32 minutes a day. So each day we are spending roughly 35 minutes a day sending emails to welcome our customers, which is the 32 minutes to actually send the emails, plus the 3 minutes that it takes for us to check it every single hour. So per week, that means we are spending a whopping 160 minutes or 2.6 hours based on a 5-day week, just sending welcome emails. That is 640 minutes or 10.4 hours per month. So what is the alternative? This is the process that I now use. And as you will see, it takes me literally no time at all. Here is the new flowchart. As you can see, the trigger is the same before. So the customer will see no difference at this stage. The form opens as it did before, and the customer fills it in as they would have before. So far there's no difference, but this is where it starts to get really good. So now the information is stored in a new piece of technology. You will notice that I don't go into too much detail about what sort of tech this is, and that is because there are a few different bits of kit that will give you the same result, and I use a couple of different kinds, and I'll tell you about those in a moment. The tech automatically personalizes the email and takes care of my GDPR requirements all in one step. Then the tech automatically sends the personalized email to my customer. No long waits, no more waiting for me to be online and see that there is a new entry, no more intervention from me whatsoever. So let me tell you about some of the different tech that I have found to help with this. As previously stated, I use two different methods for different things. The first thing I have is a CRM system. My CRM system allows me to capture each of my customers that sign up so that I can market to them later. It also allows me to monitor my sales. I will be putting up another video about CRM systems on my YouTube channel, so please keep an eye out for that, as it will go into much more detail. The second thing I use is an email marketing platform. There are many different ones to choose from, but they all allow you to create a form to capture information, and then you can create a personalized email to send automatically. The tools I use are absolutely free to use up to a certain point, which will all depend on how many emails you send a month. I've gone the extra step and automated the link between my email marketing platform and my CRM so that I can be sure that I have the same customer in both pieces of tech. So now for form setup, the form is already set up and created in our new tech. There is no spreadsheet required, as the new tech holds all of my customers' information while also taking care of my GDPR preferences automatically. Each email sent to the customer, it gives them the opportunity to unsubscribe at any stage should they want to, and this is kept up to date automatically. The form is still on a button on both my website and social media profiles, and the email template is created with special fields that will auto-populate before being sent to the customer. So when a new customer signs up, the email is created using the template with the personalization already taken care of and sent as soon as my customer clicks the submit button on the form. So what does this mean? Now, whenever your customer is online, their initial interaction with you will be as instant as it can be. They won't need to wait for you to be online to make them feel loved and wanted. They can receive your acknowledgement straight away. And because these tools take care of your GDPR processes, the customers can unsubscribe easily. And when you come to using the data to send an email about your new products or special offers, these will automatically be removed, keeping you and your customers safe from a data breach. Let's review what we have discussed by comparing these two different processes. In the old process, we had to manually set up and send each new email, meaning that we had to physically be online to acknowledge our customers. With the new process, that is all done automatically. In the old process, we had to manually check our forms or spreadsheets to see whether we had any new entries to kickstart our process to send the email. With the new process, this is done automatically, so we no longer need to check. In the old process, we had to manually monitor and update our customer records whenever anyone decided to unsubscribe or to be removed from our mailing lists. With the new process, GDPR preferences are captured and taken care of automatically. In the old process, we can only send emails when we are online to see that one needs to be sent. With the new process, emails are processed and sent as soon as the customer clicks the submit button. The old process was taking 2.6 hours per week based on our example from earlier, but the new process requires no manual intervention from us, so it takes us no time at all. What would you do with an extra 2.6 hours a week? If you would like to know more or would like some further assistance, there are 3 ways that you can connect with us. You could book a free consultation with us so that we can discuss the processes you have today and how you would like them to work. You can request a free technology review. Just let us know what technology you use today and how you are using them on our form, and we will let you know if and how you can save time, effort, and money through automations. Or you could send us an email at contactus@simplisticdata.co.uk. I will pop links in the description of this video for the different contact options available to save you from searching for them on our website, but please do get in contact with us if you would like to discuss how we can help your business.